Good morning, everyone, and special hello to the Montgomery MFA staff for inviting me to do this live this morning. Let's give everyone a second to get on. Hello. Hi, good morning, everyone. I am Jamie Harris. I am a recent graduate from Alabama State University. Go Hornets. I'm a part of was a part of the visual arts program there under some great teachers. Special shout out to Nathaniel Allen, Alana Hagler, Christopher Greenman, Dr. Soilu, Charmaine Andrews, Meredith Knight, who am I forgetting? Wyndham Graves, Dr. Weber. Oh, my sister's here. Hey, sis. Who else? Dr. Bristol. Just great teachers wanting to help their students, and I couldn't be more thankful to be under their tutelage. Well, I guess I'm supposed to be introducing myself. I'm from Notasulga, Alabama. I'm 33 years young. I was a non-traditional student when I joined Alabama State, and it was quite a journey to get to graduation. I probably almost gave Mr. Allen a heart attack in the process. I'm sorry about that. I come from a small high school, Notasulga High School. Very small class, at a 50-person graduating class. Art wasn't really big there. I doodled a lot, and one of my math teachers caught me doodling and decided that she wanted to sign me up for an art competition, and the ball started rolling there. And it's been a rocky journey ever since, but it's been a great payout because I ended up with a full ride to Sam Fox University, and I'm currently in St. Louis now, moving and prepping for my TA training in a couple weeks. So that starts soon. And I'm also an ambassador fellow for the university. So I represent the visual arts program. So that's a huge honor. Trying to think what else to talk about for my introduction. I'm horrible at this, I'm sorry. If y'all have any questions to help guide me along, that is very welcome. Guess. Thanks, Laura. Let's see, my studio space. As of yet, I do not have one. Starting through high school and through my time at Alabama State, my studio is my bedroom. And I know that is a story for a lot of artists out here. You gotta make space to make your art, and sometimes it's tight. And I think this will be the first time that I'm in a large enough space that I get to have something designated just for my painting. Because my family was gracious enough to set me up here in an apartment that has multiple bedrooms. So I don't have to, breathe in paint fumes through the night. So that's gonna be fun. And then I get a large painting space at the school at Sam Fox. The little cubicles that all of us artists are next door and kind of peek over and look at everybody's work. So that's gonna be really cool. And ceramic studio, because I'm a grad student, I get my own space there, designated especially for me, which is really cool. You're hearing some pitter patter. Those are my cousin's dogs. Hey, Julius. Okay. I prefer to paint with oil, and I also do drawings with charcoal, vine, Conte, pastel. Favorite's charcoal, just because I like exaggerated darks and lights. I'm trying to think what else. Ceramics. I'm currently obsessed with Wedgwood. I never thought that I would be. When you think of European Wedgwood, it's kind of, boring and pretentious, and it's just very gauche, and I feel like I'm trying to find a way to incorporate historic or past things with modern feels in terms of incorporating ideas from David Drake, who was a slave potter, mixed in with Wedgwood. So I'm enjoying that process, although this past year was quite traumatizing because all of my things exploded. I had 3 kiln fires and nothing survived, including a 34-inch large Wedgwood vase that took me about 2 months to make, and a sculpture that took me about a year. So, trials and fails, but I'm gonna keep at it, and not to mention the 50 platters I probably went through. It's heartbreaking. But y'all, hopefully in the next 6 months, y'all will get to see some of that Wedgwood come to fruition. I'm not giving up on that. I feel like it's gonna be important, so push through. Let's see. Y'all want me to show off my artwork and my process. So, because I'm in the process of moving, I don't have any ceramics with me. Everything's packed up. I was able to pull a couple pieces out from the melee that is over at the apartment. So, I've got 2 paintings and a drawing. The drawing is fairly old. Okay. Some of you may recognize this guy. This is Madison Fail. And I'm so sorry about that reflection coming through. Looks like something from the Matrix. So yeah, this is a charcoal drawing that I did in class, in Alana Hagler's class. And Madison was kind enough to sit with us for a day. The title of the drawing is After Coffee, because you came in with a little coffee cup right there. And I just wanted to incorporate that because I thought it was so cute. And I'm not sure. Ignore that hand, it's giving me very much paw feels. This was before I got a little bit better. Put this one up, move on to the next one. And next up is this painting that is currently in transition. I'm still working on it. It's a painting of Carlicia, who is also a model we used often in class. This was an old image that I took in the middle of her changing poses, and I really liked it. So I was like, I really want to paint that. So it's still working on it. The sweater here has tons of colors and patterns that are almost like Aztec print. So I'm still working on trying to capture that. And then I loved the striking blue. And the way the light hit, because it caused her face to almost wash out and melt into the background. So I'm still trying to capture that action. And yeah, I'm hoping to get back into this one in the next week or so once I've gotten my studio at the apartment set up. Last here is a still life that I'm working on. if you guys got a chance to go see the still life at the Montgomery Museum, this is just another part of that series. The title of the painting is called Trotters. And funny story on what inspired me to paint these pig feet. My mom is currently in the process of moving to Hilton Head. And one night she came home late and decided that she wanted pig feet. And forgot that she left the pot on. And the pig feet almost took me and our 2 cats out because of the smoke. It woke us up in the middle of the night, and we sat on the porch trying to air the house out. And I was like, I'm gonna make a painting about that, which was funny. And then pig feet have a strong connotation to Black culture because, you know, during slave times you were given scraps. So I just thought that it was important to paint that, and it was also inspired by a piece done by Israel Hirschberg. It's a famous painting of a pig foot. And you really don't you see fish and you see beef, but you don't see much of pork, and you really don't see much of still lifes dedicated to African American culture, food, music, instruments. You might get the occasional mask put in, but I really wanted to focus also on the Black Americana figurines because I wanted to have a tie back to this hyper characterization of Black figures as mascots for food items or joke items from Jim Crow. We were often had a characterization as like buffoons, monkeys. They had spoons and dolls who portrayed these bad connotations or stereotypes that they said of Black people. So I kind of wanted to mix those things in, almost to add a second layer of a figure to kind of challenge the viewer. So I'm not sure if anybody wants close-ups. Just let me know what pieces y'all want me to speak further on. I'm going back to my questions here. So does anyone have any questions? Okay, you would love to see close-ups. Anything in particular, Laura? Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's a bunch of female artists. I love this t-shirt. Why do I prefer oils? Honestly, it's because the color's richer and you get a longer period of time to rework your portraits. It also creates a glow if you do layer upon layer upon layer. It's rich in history, it's rich in color, and I do like trying to follow the classic observational painters in terms of what mediums I like to use. So that's why. I guess aside from this little guy being my favorite here, I honestly think the onion is probably the onion and garlic here, because I feel like I captured that thin layer of skin that you get when you peel an onion and almost the fray. I do feel like I still need to rework the plastic wrap here. I feel like if I can get back into that and bring it more to life, it'll help. And this is a poor attempt at collard greens. And my cast iron skillet was fun. I listened to an interview of Kerry James Walker, and he talked about when people think of black tones, they just think of one simple flat tone, and black can be various tones and textures. So playing with the cast iron skillet, I think, is a challenge, but it's also fun to try and explore just something that you think conceptually is just one color is not. Yes, there's okra. And if you look at the fabric in some of my other pieces, I try to have repeats to tie all the pieces together. So you'll occasionally see this red and cream striped piece as a head wrap, or draped on the floor beneath someone's feet. And also this rich gold satin. I've been enjoying painting fabrics that have luster to them. Thank you, Laura. Shall I move on to the female figure? Okay. Also, this one's pretty large. I think this one is a 30 by 40. I'm trying to adjust the iPad. It's starting to fall. Sorry. I need it to stand up. I'm having a struggle. I'm sorry. Give me just a second. Okay, there we go. Thank you. I'm really trying to get a rich textile or tactile feel for bone structure and skin, and making things look fleshy. But she still has a couple more passes to go. Yes, I'm hoping to get some texture in on that background. I've got this big paint scraper And I'm gonna put some mixing medium in with the oils and play with that. Yes, yeah. The sweater was multicolored. It had greens, burgundies, some more blues. So there's a lot of color and texture going. That's gonna happen here. All right, spent on this one. Maybe about 15 to 20. When I do my first pass, like I do for the ground, I do a dead painting. So everything is covered in burnt sienna first. And then I go in with vine charcoal and I try and work out the structure of the drawing. That might take me another 30 minutes. And then I go back, and that very first layer is Gamsol mixed in with the burnt sienna. Let that dry, brush down the vine, and then I do another layer with the burnt sienna, and I take a napkin or something, and I try and wipe down where my lights are going to be, and then I build up the shadows, and then I go in with the actual. I try and get the tonal and color spots right. So that's where this stage is at currently. This one I'm trying to take my time on. Sometimes I can crank them out fast, and sometimes it takes me months to do. I have a painting of a girl, this is Carlesia also, eating watermelon. That one took a month and a half to complete. And it was a little bit larger than this one. But it sadly has been sold. It resides in London, England. A gentleman who's a freelance photographer for the New York Times purchased that one. I still love that painting. I wish I had it to show you guys. I do have a print. I should have brought the print. But if you go on my page, it should be maybe on the second or third row of pictures. Yeah, I'm hoping that once this one's further develops, I'll love this one just as much as that one. Yeah. Also, the feet, I feel like are going to be a fun part once I get into that, because she's got some patterning on her sandal with the leather. Does anyone have any more questions on this piece? Thank you. I'm excited to see where this journey goes also. No, thank you, Laura. Thank you guys so much for joining me in the Montgomery MFA today. I've got to, get over the whole stage fright talking about my art, so this is great practice. Oh yeah, follow my Instagram. It's Gilded Brush, GILDED BRUSH. Thanks, Laura. Thank you, Miss Sunny. And I guess if I didn't touch on anything, also on my background, it'll be on the Montgomery's webpage. They've got a list of questions that I've answered, so if you'd like to learn some more things, check that out. And I guess I am signing out. You guys have a great weekend. Bye, be safe, wear your masks, and sanitize.